Okay, good. What's going on? Should be live. Okay. All right. Making sure that everything looks right. Let's go check my phone and fix anything that might be up with this. Should be Astro-Tarot. Sorry, I have to search my own thing to make sure I am live. Okay, good. I'm live. Perfect. Hey, Ari. I'm doing well. Just a lot of schoolwork. How are you doing? Oh, we got Ari the Aries and then Ari. Okay. Okay, second Ari. Yeah, I'm great. How are you? I'm just getting ready, prepared, shuffling these cards, making sure that everything's good. Yeah, another Ari. I'm guessing you're both Aries, maybe, or maybe you just both have Ari in your name. Making sure this camera is clean. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay. All right. Feel free to ask questions. Come in, guys. Oh, almost forgot. Let me make sure that I put the information in the chat so people can. Hey, everyone. I'm just typing here. Almost forgot. So I can pin this. Yep. And yes, that's correct. And pin that. Okay, just in case anyone wants to tip, my PayPal and Cash App are above. And as usual, feel free to super chat if you want to move to the front. Hey, Miss Jenny. Hey, Z. Almost didn't see there. Hope you're doing well. How are you? Okay, so recently you broke up with your boyfriend. What do I need to work on in preparation for my next relationship? Yes, general messages are welcome as well, Ari. Broke up with my boyfriend. Okay, sorry you're going through a breakup, Z. That's tough. Okay, let's get into this. And let me know how you guys are doing in the chat. How's your week been? Curious to know. Love hearing from you. All right, let's see. What do you need to work on in preparation for your next relationship? Got the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about having fun, having a good time, relaxing, keeping things light, laying back, enjoying yourself. The Nine of Swords, I'm guessing that's kind of repeating what the Three of Cups is saying, where it's like, don't stress it. Don't worry too much. Don't get too anxious. Don't try to like think about what if this happens, what if that happens, or a lot of negative thinking patterns. What if this person does this? Does this person really like me? What do they mean by saying this? Kind of like over analyzing situations. Just have fun, live in the moment, and don't sort of like overthink things or analyze things in a way where you might be thinking things in a negative way or a way that's like not as positive as it could be. You know, it happens sometimes. We all get anxious and worry about things. The cards want you to worry a little bit less. Okay. Ari, the Aries princess, asks, oh, we got to get to Ari's question first. General message. Oh, wait, did you just want a general message? I guess I can do that. Just general message for Ari first. We got the Page of Wands. You're welcome, Z. We got the Seven of Wands and the King of Cups. Okay, so it looks like right now you're actively trying to work on something, working on something really hard, especially with the Seven of Wands here. You're putting so much effort in. And with this King of Cups coming up in this position, it's letting me know that you're very, very frustrated with the way things are going. But, you know, what the cards are saying with these Seven of Wands, it looks like you're picking up momentum and you are pushing towards whatever this thing is that you're trying to achieve. But it's more okay. But it's more, well, I might as well finish it, but it's more like it's more like just saying things are just tough. Like you just gotta fight through the emotions, really. But this, you gotta really, yeah, you really gotta fight through the emotions for, and not let it get to you, because it looks like you have a lot of people who may be trying to discourage you. The Seven of Wands can be that way, or just having a lot of obstacles in your way. But you're going to achieve what you want to achieve if you just keep going. Seven of Wands is like that just keep going card. So whatever it is that you're setting your mind to, just keep going on it, keep focusing on it, and don't let any sort of stress get to you. Okay. Ari the Aries princess says, why do my guides or the universe keep sending me people that aren't here to stay? Like, why can't they just only send people who are meant to be in my life long-term or permanently? Okay. Ari, the Aries princess, wants to know why the universe keeps sending people who aren't meant to stay. Ace of Wands and the High Priestess. My first thought was so that you can sort of study and learn their behaviors. More than likely, the people who are seasonal are displaying certain behaviors to indicate that they are seasonal. The High Priestess is somebody who studies, does research, takes in information, and looks at the actions of other people. She looks at a lot of things, but since we have the wands here, it's more so about how people are acting. So the universe wants you to pay attention to how these people are acting, note their patterns, and write down what kind of qualities these people have, these seasonal people have in your life, so that you can easily spot them moving forward. And the Five of Swords here kind of reiterates that it's so that you can understand, like, how can I get these people out of my life? How can I not have to deal with this Five of Swords conflict, negative, or just like underappreciated energy? It doesn't look like these people have the best intentions, and the cards want you to be able to spot those people, so in the future you don't have to deal with any difficult situations. Card just flew out. Let me just get this in here. Okay, we have Ari says, disregard my seconds. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll disregard it, Ari. Okay. Get It G says, are my mom and Elle envious of me? I'm glad that makes sense, Ari, and resonates. Are my mom and Elle envious of me? We have the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. These aren't really like jealousy cards. And the Page of Cups, if anything, they're more than likely trying to be supportive. So if you're getting a lot of like pushback from them, or complaining, or them just trying to like being maybe critical, they're trying to show their support in their own way. It may not be coming across in that manner, but honestly, they really seem like they have more positive intentions with all of these cups. I get this card as being somebody being supportive, caring for another person. Two of Cups is somebody who wants to get along, be eye to eye. And the Page of Cups is kind of like that, peace treaty card. Like, I'm, giving you some sort of like offer or help or something along the lines of that. I think they're just trying to help with whatever they're trying to do. Maybe they're giving their opinions because we have the Page of Cups in there. And obviously the Page of Cups is a messenger, so they like to talk about things. But maybe they don't recognize that what they're saying or what they're doing isn't really useful to you. Okay. Feel free to ask questions, guys. Come on in. Don't forget to like. I gotta get these cards are flying out. Get It G says, is Oliver a great dating option for me? Whoa. That's crazy. All these cards fell out. I don't know how the universe feels about Oliver. Is Oliver a great dating option for Get It G. Let's get in this. Oliver agreed, dating option for Get It G. Okay. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I can answer that question. And thanks, Get It G. I'll answer that next. 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the 4 of Coins. Oliver's not a bad option, but with the 4 of Coins on the end, it kind of makes me think that there's better options out there if you're willing to go outside of your comfort zone or take a risk and look for someone else. But he's he or she, I'm assuming he, because Oliver is kind of like a male name. He's kind of like he's pretty good. He's all right, you know. But the cards are kind of like, it's like playing it safe. That's the option we get with the 4 of Pentacles on the end. But he's not a bad person. But the cards think you might be happier with someone else. Okay, and then you had another question. Could I be cheeky and ask if I have good karma in my life? That's not a bad question. That's a pretty good question. I mean, okay. Do you have good karma in your life? Whoa. 2 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. I think you have good karma. You have good karma, but it's not going to come without like some sort of fight or some sort of struggle. The 5 of Wands is like saying you're going to have to go through some events first. You're going to have to fight your way to it. But that good karma is there with this 9 of Pentacles there. It's just waiting on the other side. But I definitely see it coming your way. I mean, the 2 of Wands is somebody who's kind of like looking and waiting and glancing at all the options that they have in front of them and everything that's in the horizon view. And they see that they've got to go through a lot to get to this point in life. You know, it's like if you were to start a business, you have to like start from scratch and then work your way up to being some sort of millionaire or something like that. But your good karma is there. You just got to like push your way towards it. But for sure, you have a lot of good karma with the 9 of Pentacles there. Okay, let's see who was next. Ari the Princess asks, should I cut off friends that are prioritizing work over my friendship with me? Like choosing to hang out with me and always working. Not choosing to hang out with me. Oh, like, okay, prioritize friends who are always working. Okay. Should I cut them off? Okay, let's see. Oh, and you're welcome, Get It G. Okay. We got the 10 of Swords and the Emperor. Well, the 10 of Swords is about endings, but it's also your choice if you want to do so. It does represent that this may be really causing you a lot of anxiety and stress. Let me clarify. With the 6 of Wands, well, you know, it's not a bad thing to possibly cut them out, but I'm not going to just say, you know, cut them out right away without a conversation, because the Emperor does like to speak to people. The Emperor does have to have meetings and talk to whoever. Emperor, though he has a lot of power, which is like you having power and domain over who you want in your life. The Emperor is someone who does have to go through, you know, some rules and regulations and actually talk to people about what he might do or what he might think of. But I don't see it being a bad thing if you cut them out, especially with the 6 of Wands on the end. It does show that there's some excitement and celebration. But I would suggest with the Emperor there to have communication first. But the choice is yours. The choice is yours. The Emperor does like to talk and to tell people what they're going to do. But if you feel that it's not necessary, then, you know, then don't do it. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what the card's saying. But like I said, the cards will say you would be happy if even, you know, however it works out, you're going to be happy with the 6 of Wands on the end. Who was next? Okay, Ari wants to know what's next in love. Okay, Ari wants to know what's next in love. Yeah. Okay, what's next in love? We have the Ten of Swords, and hold on, this card just fell. We have the Eight of Cups. Oh, that's from the deck. I should have took that out. My bad. That's like the intro card for the deck, like the cover. And the King of Cups. Okay. So what's next in love is you basically moving on to someplace better. I don't know where you've been in the past, but the Ten of Swords does indicate that you went through some troubles in love and relationships. More than likely, maybe having a sense of betrayal, people presenting themselves in ways that weren't accurate, or maybe they didn't say nice things, possibly arguments, possibly just not seeing eye to eye, feeling underappreciated, feeling valued, feeling even just looked over. Because sometimes people are single and they get the Ten of Swords and they have so much anxiety, like, why am I always single? But essentially, with the Eight of Cups there, it's like you're moving on to someplace better, and you're more than likely going to meet some sort of King of Cups individual, somebody who is going to be kind, empathetic, loving, a great listener, someone who you feel like you have a deep connection with, who you can get along with, who just feels like a very comfortable person that you can put into your life and who adds happiness and value to you. So that's what I see coming next in love for you, Ari. It's like getting away from any sort of like stress or drama and moving on to someplace that's amazing. Oh, you're welcome. I love doing readings. And guys, feel free to super chat if you want to move to the front of the line. It would be great. Oh, Aries Rainbow has a question. How are my kittens feeling about me? Okay, how are my kittens feeling? Let's see. It's a really cute question, and card just popped out. We have the Six of Cups. As I was just saying before, the Six of Cups represents feeling cared for or caring for someone. So your kittens, they feel like you care for them and they care for you. They want to be around you. They want to spend time with you. Like you have this little, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, giving flowers to possibly other boy or girl. So they just kind of want to hang out, be around you, cuddle with you, be in your company. Your kittens love you. I don't know what else to say. Who was next here? What do we have? I'm trying to remember. Look in the chat. Okay. Kate A. Oh, Kate A. Hey, welcome back. Hello. Would it be a good potential idea for me to get another degree? And feel free to ask as many questions you want, guys. I will be here. I started a little bit late, so I'll be here to 3:05. And if you want to move to the front of the line, in front of the line, super chat. We got a card. 2 cards fell out. Okay. Would it be a good idea to potentially to get another degree? We got the we got the Sun card and we got the Six of Pentacles. I think it'd be a great idea. The cards really think it would be absolutely fantastic. It would lead to a lot more job opportunities and a lot more money, as well as recognition and respect with the Sun card there. Overall, it would be really great for your degree, for you to get another degree if that's something that you're looking for. Like the cards fully support that decision. Yeah, it's a lot of good fortune there with that. Okay. Oh, Tango, hey. And then we have 8-8. What do I need to know this month? Okay, this fell out. So we have the Knight of Cups for what you need to know this month, the 8 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. Okay, so this month's going to have its ups and downs. The Knight of Cups can be very much a month where things can have an element of unpredictability. Circumstances could change from the day to the next or even within the same day. But it does look like that you're going to be in a place where you're trying to reevaluate things that you have done previously that may have not worked for you, because the Eight of Cups is about moving on, but then we have this Three of Wands in this reverse position because it's near the cups, and it's kind of like you're looking back at all the areas that didn't really work out for you. So maybe there's some moments within this month that seem like things were just like, what happened there? And so it's more so reflective and looking back and saying, okay, what could I have done differently so things didn't turn out this way? So this is a very reflective month, but it's also you doing this so that you can move forward in a way that best suits you as you're moving forward. I guess I'm repeating that. You're basically learning a lot from your mistakes or situations that come up this month, is what the cards are saying. So don't stress it if things are kind of like bugging you out or getting to you. Like, it's just part of the process. That's just the way the month's going. It wants you to learn from certain lessons, and it could be really anything, since we got like, it's more of a general reading here. But just know that this month can be a little bit topsy-turvy. Okay. What are my red flags? Hey, everyone, come on in. Feel free to answer your questions. If you want to come to the front of the line, feel free to super chat. Okay, now let me get to the questions. I'm just going in order, unless I see a super chat. So, and Ari, the Aries princess, wants to know what their red flags in love. That's so fun. That's a good question too. We have the devil. So the devil is all about being obsessive, being bound to something, being focused on things in a way that's not healthy. So sometimes I get the devil to just overall represent struggling to move on. So I don't know if that's maybe an issue you have dealt with. It can happen. And then I also get the devil if you have like an insecure attachment style. So I just saw you say I got attached really quickly. Yeah, that's probably, you might have an insecure attachment style. So that might be like an anxious attachment style. So that's something that can be potentially a red flag as well. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups can get too caught up in like imagining a future or a world. So like they meet someone and then they kind of picture this life that they want for them. And they, get my hopes up too high. As soon as you said it in the chat, that's wild. But yeah, I mean, it happens. Like, that's a real thing that a lot of people go through, that's, we all have our things that we have to work on. I used to do the same thing. It took me like a lot of therapy to get through that. So, but everyone's got different things that they have to go through and deal with, especially when it comes to, who they are as a person and learning and growing. We're on different journeys. Yeah, none of us are perfect, is right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Some red flags we can work with. We all have red flags we can work with. I agree. Okay, so okay. Last question for me. I would like to know a general message about my biggest dream in life. A general message about biggest dream in life. Since this was popping out, Queen of Wands. I'm guessing that's a Page of Wands and the Three of Cups. So when it comes to your biggest dream in life, it's kind of saying that, with saying one thing, first let's start, it's starting saying that you can achieve it, that it's going to take some effort, and it may even happen a lot faster than you think it's going to happen. Like if you're thinking it's going to take years and years, it may happen a lot sooner than that. Especially with wands, they move really fast. And then the last thing on the end with this Three of Cups, it's kind of like saying, if you're looking for like your support system to be like your friends and your family and people who are like very close to you, your support system actually may come from people you least expect, as well as it's almost like you are internally supporting yourself. It's all like the cards are saying you don't really need other people to be your cheerleader. You can be your own cheerleader, and it's going to be you that's like pushing you to see to reach your goals. Like it's not somebody's going to come by and say, oh, let me help you reach your goals. It's kind of like you have this internal fire that you're motivating yourself to get there and that you will achieve it. And then also, like what I said, the people who will be supportive towards you are going to be like not what you expect at all. It's really not it, especially with the 3 of Cups. Would like to know general message about my birthday. That said that. Okay, we got Serena and you're welcome, Ari, the Aries princess. Oh, and Ari says, the other Ari says, oh my God, wow, thank you. I pulled those exact cards when I asked the deck last night. Wow, that's crazy that you pulled the exact same cards. That's crazy, like wild, like a good thing. I got to stop saying crazy. I don't want to offend anyone. Serena says, how did Cameron feel about me telling him I like him more than a friend since college? Oh, hi, Mio. Didn't even see you there. All right. If you guys want your question to come to the front, feel free to super chat and I'll get to that right away. Otherwise, I will just go in order. And also feel free to give tips if you like the reading. My PayPal and my Cash App are at the top. Just want to throw that out there. But I'm just going to keep reading. Obviously, all readings are free because I know we're all in different circumstances in our lives. So I want to be able to read for people. Serena says, how did Cameron feel about me telling him I like him? Okay. We got the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. You know, Cameron may feel a little bit conflicted because both of these cards are a little bit more so like trying to like battle. So I don't know if this person's going through some internal struggle. Maybe they're sort of thinking like, wow, I really didn't see that coming, or this is a lot more information to process at one time. That's what I'm thinking is going on through their head. Like they have a lot to process and a lot to think about. Overall, they do feel like, I guess, good about it, especially with the Queen of Pentacles on the end. But they really do have a lot of like conflicting feelings. Like they're like, this is something I have to think about. Like I don't think they understand fully how they feel about the situation at all. And it's also possible, sometimes I get the 5 of Wands to represent possibly somebody having more than one interest. So I don't know if Cameron is also interested in another person as well, but I don't know. I don't want to just say that, but I do get that card for that with the 5 of Wands. Like somebody's like, I don't know, should I go to this person? Should I go to that person, etc., like that. Similar to like the 3 of Wands or the 3 of Cups. The 5 of Wands is like very much like, I don't know where to direct my energy. Sometimes it's like that. So they're thinking long and hard about it with the High Priestess there. Mio says hi. I said that I read that one. I think you didn't complete the question, Z, because it just says should I keep is what I got on my end. Put the rest of the question in the chat and I'll get to that. M. Grace says hello. How does Envy truly feel about me? No contact. We got the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. They're wondering if they should take the initiative to reach out because I think they feel like they value you in their life. But with the 7 of Swords there, it's kind of like reverse. They don't know what to say. So they feel like they should reach out, but they don't know what to say to you. It's almost like they're typing a text and then deleting it. And like, I feel like that's what they're doing with this 7 of Swords energy. They're like, should I send this long text? Should I send a short text? What should I say? That's like what's going through their head. Okay, Z says, should I keep trying to be a musician? Should I keep trying to be a musician? The 6 of Pentacles And the Two of Cups. These are all yes cards. And the Queen of Cups. Yes, you should keep trying to be a musician. If you're worried about money with the Six of Pentacles there, the money will come. But it's Pentacles. Pentacles take time. But for sure, if that's what you're passionate about, the cards, the cards are supporting you expressing yourself with all of those cups there. So I think you should keep trying to be a musician. But with the Six of Pentacles, you should also remember to be balanced. So if you are like going broke and starving on the street trying to be a musician, don't do it. The Six of Pentacles does not like that energy. So if you can find a way to like, if you're worried about income, I'm just assuming, if you can find a way to supplement your income and be a musician, the cards would probably like that the best. That's what the universe is saying. Because like I said, the Six of Pentacles is about balance. And who do we have next? What? Z. Okay, I will. Thank you. Okay, won't hurry. Go hungry. Yeah, don't go hungry, Z. What business is good for me? And that is Quattro. Okay, what business is good for me? Six of Cups. Anything to do with caring for someone. That could be childcare, that could be animals, anything where you're going to have to, it could be nursery homes, anything in healthcare, psychology, any field that has to do with nurturing or taking care of someone, even plants. I don't know why I never really think of plants with Six of Cups, but yeah, plants fits the Six of Cups. And then also Six of Cups has to do with memory lane and nostalgia. So if you're interested in focusing things along nostalgia, so like, let's say I opened up a record player shop, that would be very Six of Cups energy. Or if I was somebody who liked to host events, like I went to like 90s Con, and so that's very Six of Cups energy. Like I host old school events. I do 80s Con, I do 90s Cons, I host like 70s parties, or like anything that has to do with nostalgia, old school. That's going to be something that will work for you, is what the cards are saying. Or just a business that is very traditional. If you look up like older businesses that people need, like grocery store, doctors, like professions that have been around for forever. Forever, like you know what I mean. What's the roll call when you deliver babies? I can't remember the name of that, but like that's an old school job. Any job that's going to be typical. Nothing like AI programmer. That's not Six of Cups. Don't do that. Keep it old school. Okay, Miss Jenny says, is the person I'm thinking about, you're welcome, Quattro. Is the person I'm thinking about already in a committed relationship? Should I reach out to them? Let's get into that. Are they already in a committed relationship? Hey, Baked, how are you? Everyone, feel free to come in and ask questions. If you want to skip to the front of the line, feel free to super chat. Otherwise, I'll go in order. If you like your reading, feel free to tip. My PayPal is there and my Cash App, or you could just tip with a super chat. And let me get back to the questions. Okay, is the person I'm thinking about already in a committed relationship? Are they already in a committed relationship? We have the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. And I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. They may be committed to other things, but I don't believe they're in a committed relationship with the 3 of Cups reversed that way. Even if the 3 of Cups was upright, I would say no. That card is very non-committal, and the 10 of Wands has so much going on. They usually don't have time for relationships. They're focused on their own ambitions and goals. But should you reach out to them? That's the second part of the question. The 4 of Wands. Yeah, you should reach out to them. That's a very like community card, happy card, celebrate, have a good time. Reach out to them. Why is there interest in me from them? Why is there interest in me from them? Are you asking why they're interested in you? Why is there interest in me from them? Okay, I'm going to read it as why are they interested in you? I think that's what you're saying, Kate. You're welcome, Miss Jenny. Okay. Ace of Cups. That's a card of being open, honest, vulnerable, sweet, kind, friendly. So they think all of these things of you. The Chariot, they feel like you're somebody very accomplished, very goal-oriented, focused, take care of themselves, very independent, smart, as well as the Chariot is connected to Cancer, which is obviously back to that Ace of Cups, nurturing, loving, giving type of energy, very sensitive, even though Cancers like to hide all of that, but very sensitive, very giving. It's so funny because like, and in Western astrology, Ardra falls into the sign of Cancer. And when I was doing a study on Ardra was like the most giving sign placement in terms of like giving money, giving gifts. Like they donated so much money, like in time and efforts to helping people, which is weird because they keep like this hard shell, but they are like one of the most giving placements. So they just feel like you're a giving person in general. I wonder if there are any Ardra people in the chat. Wonder what people like about me. Did I miss a question? Oh, Tango. What is causing me to feel uncertain about myself that I'm not seeing? Oh, card fell out. We got the High Priestess, which is causing you to feel uncertain about yourself. The Justice card and the Devil. I think right away, my first thoughts is like, you're not trusting your intuition is what's causing you to be uncertain about yourself. The High Priestess is obviously an intuitive card. Justice about decision-making. And the Devil is kind of like getting caught up in self-doubt. You know, it reminds me of Devil's Advocate, right? Where you're just like, but what if that's not true? But what about this scenario? And think about things this way. But what if this happened? Like, no, trust your intuition. That's the thing that's like causing all of the things that's going on here. That's making you feel uncertain. Don't get trapped in that, you know. Oh, thank you, Kate. Thank you so much. What people like about Baked says, I wonder what people like about me and what they don't like. What do they like about me and what they don't like? Okay, let's start with what they like about you. Baked says, what do they like about me? They like that you have a lot of ideals. You're very idealistic. You're somebody who's a bit of a dreamer, somebody who keeps hope alive, somebody who has a sense of wonder, adventure, someone who just likes to think that the world is full of amazing possibilities. They love that about you. You know, they can count on you to come at it from a open-minded and positive perspective, like saying, okay, this door closed, but we have like 5, 7, 8 more doors that are open. What they don't like, maybe you're too giving. Maybe you are too open with people in terms of like giving your efforts, giving your time, giving your energy. Possibly they feel like you may be looking to see the good in people who maybe they just aren't, maybe they just really aren't that great, more than likely. You know, the Six of Coins is like, I'm just going to keep giving and giving, and I'm not going to care who I'm giving to. And people are just like, ugh, that person doesn't really deserve it, you know? Like, it might be like you're being too nice or something like that. Tell mine, I'm Gemini, about health and study. I Gemini, Tanae. I tell mine, I Gemini, about health and study. I'm not sure what that means, Tanae, or yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Gemini about health and study. You're welcome, Baked. Yeah, I'm trying to interpret that, but I don't really get it. About, are you wanting to know about your health and study? Like, and your studies, like what's your health like and what are your studies like, or like how things are going to be in the future, your health's going to improve? I just need clarification on that question. I have to come back to that. Tango, I'm guessing English may not be your first language today, but that's okay. just take time to reword that sentence and I'll answer your question. LOL spirits, what am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? Anxiety, that's right in front of you in your face. That's so funny. Yeah, that's true. That's how spirits work. Kate says, what is your opinion on Pruva Ashada? Pruva Ashada people are really great, very smart people, highly ambitious. I feel like Pruva Ashada people want to be like number one a lot. Definitely like one of the most creative placements that I have seen, and very talented. I think it can be hard for them to not be the best sometimes, but I do think that they are extremely intelligent, for the most part. Like the ones I meet, like they like to do their own thing. They don't really play by anybody else's rules. They understand that they are different from everyone else. They love to show off their talents and who they are as individuals. They can be competitive. They can be very creative. They are usually people who are, what I like about them is they always like to make sure that they themselves are good, which can be good and bad, but some people can be so giving that it can be to their detriment. Where else I see Pruva Ashada people making sure that they take care of themselves for the most part, or like they like to focus on themselves, and their in their dreams and their ambitions and what they want in this life. You know, trying to think, but I really like them, in terms, yeah, Pruva Ashada people, super creative. Like when they focus on a task, it's like, oh wow, like you did that. That's like nothing I've ever seen. Hello, how are you, new stub? This is Mimi. May I please ask a question? Yes, you can, Mimi. Tay says, I Gemini, can you tell my card? I can pull a card from you, Tanae, just to see, like maybe like a general reading. Gojo, hey, how are you? About health and studies. I can pull a card about like your health and how things may go. Ace of Wands. If you are having some health troubles, things will improve. Magician, for studies, your studies are going to go well too. The Magician is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury likes to study. It's the number one study card you can get besides maybe Jupiter. But Mercury and Jupiter are like very smart. Well, Venus too, depending on the subject. Venus can be really good for studies, but Mercury is number one, and then Jupiter, I would say, next. So I think your studies are going to go well, and your health may take an improvement. You say you study medicine. Well, the studies are going to keep going well today. Like with the ace of, are you saying that you have health studies? Because if you have, if you're, oh, that makes sense. You're saying your health you're studying health. Okay. And you want to know about your studying health. Your studies are going to go well. I just want to say that with the magician, it's all up to you. The magician is all about personal efforts, and you're having all the tools in front of you and taking advantage of them. So make sure that you're using the libraries, make sure you're talking to your teachers, talk to your classmates, and keep going. And you're going to you're going to excel in school. Okay, Mimi says, I'm going to Korea at the end of October for my official engagement. Oh, congratulations. I want to go to Korea too. I love traveling. I would like how things, I would like how things will go. Like to know how, I'll say I'd like to know how things will go. What to look for, please, and thank you. Feel free to come in, everyone, and ask your questions. And super chat if you want to get to the front of the line. And feel free to tip if you like the readings, is what I will say here. I'm getting stuck here. What's going on here with these cards? Yeah, feel free to tip. My PayPal is above if the super chat doesn't work, because I know some people says super chat doesn't work for them. So feel free to tip using that. I really appreciate that. I love being able to do readings. Yeah. And then Mimi says, I want to know how things will go. Okay. Official engagement. How will things go? What to look for, please, and thank you. How will things go? The Emperor, things will go as planned. So however you're planning them, that's how things will go. The Emperor makes sure everything stays on track, everything goes to plan, everything is in alignment. Page of Swords, lots of communication, lots of kind of like small chatter, people getting to know each other, new things to get used to. I got like the Page of Swords when I was going overseas, and so it was just kind of getting used to the maps and the train directions and the taxis. So I don't know if you've been to Korea before or whatever the case may be, but even if you've been, there's maybe some new elements there, or maybe just new people. That's quite possible. Queen of Pentacles, it's a little bit reversed, but it's more so like, I'm guessing this has to do with the people. The people may be a little bit more reserved and shy and reserved. If this is like an engagement party and you're having people interact and people meet and talk to each other, he says, funny seeing the army and the emperor came out. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Oh, wow. I guess that's his energy. We've got a lot of people here too. If you look at all these cards, they're all people. And I'm guessing a lot of them are new to each other. Some people know each other. Some people may not like each other. but what I get here is that in the background there may be some confusing interactions, a lot of confusing, like I have no clue what's going on, but sometimes I get these cards to represent language barriers. Sometimes I get them to represent awkward conversations, misunderstandings, or even just like, I don't know what to say to that person. Like, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of people mingling and going about. It's really a lot happening. As it says, I should be meeting some of his friends after, but it will be intimate. Okay, so there are new people meeting each other. Okay, I thought so. And yeah, it's more like just so much socializing going on here. I will say the socializing part may not go as planned, but I think the actual engagement is going to go great, exactly how you want it. But I think meeting people, it's going to be like, this feels so different. That's going to be your feeling. You're just like, oh, I don't know. Do I hug? Do I say hello? What do we talk about? Like, it's something a little bit like that. But overall, I think people are coming with a positive attitude is what I'm getting here. Queen of Wands, more people to meet. I think it's going to be super exciting. So things to look out for. The cards are just saying there's a lot of maybe small details that are happening. I'm putting this back in the deck. I put this card to the side. This is just a lot of small details that are being covered and people focusing on things looking at things really hard. Are you trying to look out for in terms of like any surprises or little gifts or anything like that? We've been having some little issues, which is making me scared. He will still go, will he will still go with proposing me officially. Oh, you want to know if he'll still propose to you officially? Okay, like, oh, that's what you mean by signs to look out for. Because I'm like, okay. Feel free to ask your questions, everyone. Come on in, ask your questions. Questions are free, and feel free to tip. You can use my PayPal. You can use my Snapchat. You can just super chat. And if you want to skip to the front of the line, all you have to do is super chat. But let's go back to the question. Saying we've been yes, because we're having little disagreements. King of Wands, I think he will go through. King of Wands usually keeps their word for the most part. I don't see why not. The King of Wands is somebody who keeps their word. If he is planning to propose, he will propose. Queen of Wands is not flaky energy at all. But a lot of people will be focusing on a lot of different tasks and a lot of different things. This is just so much interaction. I've never seen so many, like, kind of court cards or whatever you want to call them. There's somebody else that said something. Oh, Gojo says thoughts on Revati rising. So I don't think I have any specific thoughts on Revati rising, because I don't think I've met as many Revati rising people. I've met plenty of Revati people just in general, but I haven't like specifically studied Revati rising, if that's what you're asking me. I usually go through periods where I'll study certain placements. Right now, I'm just generally studying all the nakshatras, but just general thoughts of Revati is they're clever, they're smart. Most of them, or they can be. They can be people who are, it's like they're always trying to think of some clever way to get ahead, is what I see with Revati people. And this can be in terms of popularity or success. Generally, they like to be the ones, if they're going to start a business or be in a high position, it's like they're the ones that want to be in control. They're the ones that want to have the power in that situation. I think it's because they know that they don't want to have to deal with anybody else's stuff. They're usually good with their words. And specifically, Revati can be shy, honestly. I met a lot of Revati people. It's like they're so shy, is what I've seen. Okay, Gojo says they do have a tarot questions. Feel free to ask your tarot questions, guys. We have 10 more minutes. If you want to get your question out, get your questions out. Get your questions out. And if you want to go to the front, feel free to super chat, and also feel free to tip. I love tips. It, helps me be able to keep going with the channel. And obviously I love reading for you guys. So cards just flew out as I was reading this question, which was, does that one friend regret what she did? You're welcome, Mimi. 8 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles and the Chariot. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't think they regret it. With the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles, they feel like I said what I said and I've moved on. Like the 8 of Wands is like a message. The 3 of Pentacles represents completion, and the Chariot represents going off and traveling away and riding off. So I don't think they regret what they said at all. I don't know what they said, but this person is like, I'm standing on business with what I said. I have no clue what's going on with that person. But if they, from the cards, it looks like they don't regret it. Or how does she, you want to know how they feel about it? Well, it doesn't look like they regret it. So let's see how they actually feel about what they said. Okay. If anyone has a question, feel free to super chat or anything so you can move to the front because we are ending soon. All right. Okay, let's go. Otherwise, I'm just going to go in order. Okay. How does he feel about this? What they said? I think they feel sort of like, I think like frustrated or angry. Maybe they're like thinking like the conversation, they feel like, okay, it was a fight or it was like how they felt in that moment, that it was part of, yeah, they felt like it was part of like the fight. It was part of the moment. It was part of that setting, that space and time. You know how like they're like, this is what I felt I needed to say in that moment of battle, or like with the Five of Wands, it's like, this is what I need to do in the moment of battle. It's kind of like that saying that's like, all is fair in love and war. This is kind of what this person feels like, you know, with the Five of Wands, they're all in competition. They're all in fighting each other. They don't regret beating up each other in the battle. They're like, it's a battle. That's what it was. So that's kind of how this person feels, especially with this Page of Wands there. Page of Wands is not the most mature card. I'll say that. He said, well, she's an Aries moon. Yeah. And that's Aries moon. That's very true. You know. Okay, and then we have Sierra. Did Cameron know I liked him more than a friend? He think I liked him more than a friend. Okay, we have a few minutes, guys. So if you have a question, feel free to, super chat it if you want to get it ahead out the way. And also feel free to like, I love likes. They make me happy. And obviously I'm deeply appreciated. And I love that you are able and letting me you're letting me be able to read for you. I'm flipping my words around. I'm getting tired, man. School's got me tired. Let me answer this question. Did Cameron know I liked him more than a friend? This card fell out. Eight of Pentacles. I think Cameron did know, because Cameron seems like he's analyzing a lot of the things that you do. The Eight of Wands, the King of Wands is somebody who is very alert and aware of his surroundings and the people that he talks to. So I think Cameron does know or did know. I'm not sure if this is past tense, Sierra, but for sure. Gojo, well, thank you for the reading. You're welcome. You're welcome. It is a pleasure to be able to read for you all. 8-8 has general messages that they want. So 8-8 might be the last one unless I get a super chat or something. But other than that, I'm super happy to be able to read for you all. Love being able to go live. It's so great to be able to see all of you astronauts. And I'm just grateful that you let me read. Oh, thank you, Mimi, for donating. Thank you so much. And congratulations on the engagement. I hope everything goes to plan. I hope that everything runs smoothly, and have a few last questions. Okay. If you have a few last questions, you may have to super chat now, because I have to do Gigi. 8 first. Genesis. Okay. Genesis. Yeah, I am online, but I'm about to leave in a few. So I have to do 8-8 first. Okay. General message. You may have some love coming into your life, 8-8, with the Two of Cups and the Sun. I feel like there's love coming in for you, possibly a relationship. If you're already in a relationship, then this is just you two being connected on a higher plane, feeling like your souls are united and having a lot more fun within your relationships. Oh, that's so sweet, Genesis. So I'm happy to see you too. And yeah, I love seeing all the returning subscribers coming through. It's amazing. Okay. So 8-8, you may just have somebody new coming into your life, is what the cards are saying. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. Okay, Mimi. Okay, I think is that the last question? Oh, we got Mimi's, I think is the last question. Mimi's last question is that would he come forward to apologize and make amends? Would he come forward to apologize, and would our relationship get better once the cycle is over? Would he come forward to apologize and make amends? Let's see. Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is more so about running away and not taking accountability for your actions. So I don't know about apologizing, even though they should, you know, with the Seven of Swords there. This sounds like they really do need to apologize. Would our relationship get better once this cycle is over? Mio, new sub. Will live in Turkey in the future. Oh, wow. That's so cool. I've always wanted to know what Turkey's like. When you are you asking, will you live in Turkey in the future? If you're asking that, yeah, I'm about to close out the questions with Mimi's last question. But if you're saying that you'll live in Turkey in the future, then that's super cool. Okay. And then Mimi's last question is, will the cycle get better once this cycle's over? We've got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups and the Knight of Swords. I think it does show signs of improvement and having a lot more fun and working on communication and moving on to a better place with this Eight of Cups here. I definitely see that the Tower here looks like you will get to a place where the truth will need to come out, is what is going to happen. But I do see that the relationship is moving in a positive direction, is what I'm saying. All right, guys, that is the last one. Thank you all for showing up and being here, and I appreciate being able to read for you all. It has been a pleasure, and you're welcome, Mimi, and I will be here next week, more than likely, unless school gets treacherous, probably around the same time, probably maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see how things go, but it's been wonderful. You guys know I've been trying to go live every week, be consistent, and give you a time about it. And that is what I have. Any questions I can get to next time. And I hope to see you all next week. So just probably be here around 2 p.m. And don't forget, the readings are on Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time. It will be up. I'm trying to be consistent with that and keep going. I love being here and I love seeing you all. And it's been a pleasure. Bye.